Everyone, so I wanted to make a video blog on a recent patient encounter that's pretty interesting to talk about. She was a 3-year-old with a motor developmental delay, meaning, she couldn't walk more than a couple steps without losing balance or, literally falling onto the ground. And whether you have an issue with this at 3 or you're an adult and you're trying to do more upright body exercises and struggling with balance and coordination, everything stems back to the beginning and the fundamentals and the basics. So it's pretty interesting if you ever look into developmental kinesiology, which is more the study of how we gain control of our body from the time we're born to about the 2 to 3 year period. It's all about starting on your back, moving the extremities with the arms and legs, and starting to gain core control. Then eventually, you learn how to roll over, getting to all fours, the crawling pattern, and then eventually to more of an upright position where you can walk or squat or do anything you want from there. But if any of these steps are skipped, our body is not in control like it should be. So we're kind of skipping training, big motor control patterns, big muscles that are responsible for giving us an upright position and creating a nice stable environment for us in a standing position. So this next video I'm going to show you is some really good techniques in terms of the developmental approach, where we want to master the basics on the ground, starting from on your back to rolling patterns to crawling patterns, and then eventually to an upright position. And so it's not only just for kids that are struggling, at a later age, maybe the age of 3 or 4 in upright positions, but also adults that are struggling with any sort of movements or exercises at the gym that we should be in better control with. So take a look at this next video and enjoy.
So this video is going to demonstrate the order in which babies learn and understand movements. Some things can vary, but in the beginning we'll be on our back, moving arms and legs with core stable. Once that's comfortable, the baby will then learn how to understand rolling patterns. So they usually will see something with the visual stimulus and start that rolling pattern from side to side. And then from here, once they get comfortable, they can get into more of a side-lying position to rolling all the way on their tummies, where they then will move a lot with their neck, having the ability to look, in front of them and understand what's going on, to eventually getting into what we call a modified plank, or, position where the knees are down with the hands on the ground, moving arms and legs, eventually to that crawling pattern. And the process of moving opposite arm, opposite leg is crucial, because that's the way we walk when we get to an upright position, always opposite arm, opposite leg. They'll understand how to get into rolling patterns from the crawling position to eventually a seated position where they're nice and upright and holding their trunk in an upright position. And these are all important steps before you force them into a walking or standing position, because it's building their core integrity up. And once they get comfortable with this, there's several ways that they can get up, but a common way is they'll kind of crawl themselves back till a lot of their weight is over their feet. And here is your squatting pattern. Once they can get upright, movement becomes a lot easier in a standing position.